Etudes for Double Bass Drumming book, and in some ways this is like part 6, but because it's the two-note rhythm that you're playing is on a different part of the beat, it's on the and or the upbeat, it feels different. And that's why it's important to practice these. I find that gridding things, and if you've been studying my stuff for a while, you still see a lot of grid patterns of what I put out there. But if you can grid pretty much anything and master each variation, then you're going to be pretty proficient at whatever it is you're studying. So that's kind of what I've done here with this book, is it's really just a bunch of grids. There's nothing really all that unique about it. But I do think it addresses some strong points. All of my students that go through this book are able to go from here to playing a lot of double bass drumming things well, either from music or other double bass drumming books. I just think this sets a really good firm foundation for how I think you ought to play double bass. Okay, so here's how number 7 sounds. Part 7, we're going to play number 1. So I find because these two notes happen to be on an upbeat, and then the next thing you play is a snare drum backbeat, we get excited about hitting that snare drum that we forget about making sure those two notes are accurate. I also think in general people aren't very good at playing accurately upbeats, rhythms like that, like andas, especially if they're isolated like that. You're not playing 3 anda, you're playing anda. And when you don't have that downbeat of like a beat 3 or something, which is what the case is here, and you don't have the beat 4 to play, so you're just doing just the anda by itself, accuracy becomes very tough for a lot of people, most people. And most people don't take the time to work on their accuracy on things. I think, well, not that I think, I know that if you want to be a good drummer and you want to be a marketable drummer and you want to be awesome at what you do, you need to take the time to make sure you're accurate with everything. If you can play all this crazy stuff but it's not accurate and sounds like poo, nobody's going to want to play with you. And certainly nobody's going to want to hire you. So, food for thought.